Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. In this episode, we'll talk about the worst used cars in the USA under $2,000. So to the point. Finding a worst used car for $2,000 is tricky, because at that price point, almost any car can be a worse car if it hasn't been maintained or has hidden issues. Generally, cars in this price range are 15 to 25 years old and have high mileage. You're buying someone else's problems, and you should always budget for unexpected repairs. However, based on common issues with older, cheaper cars and general reliability trends, here's some types of vehicles and specific issues that can quickly turn a $2,000 car into a money pit. General categories to be wary of, especially at this price. Older luxury European cars, e.g., certain BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Volvo. While they may seem like a deal, their parts and labor for repairs are significantly more expensive than domestic or Japanese cars. Complex electronics and specialized components can lead to huge bills. A $2,000 luxury car often means it's been neglected because the previous owner couldn't afford the maintenance. Older American cars with known transmission issues. Some older Ford, GM, or Chrysler models from the late 90s/early 2000s had well-documented automatic transmission problems. Replacing a transmission can easily cost more than the car is worth. Cars with a check engine light on. While it might seem minor, a check engine light can indicate anything from a cheap sensor to a catalytic converter failure, which is very expensive. At $2,000, sellers rarely fix these before selling, meaning it's your problem. Vehicles with obvious fluid leaks. Oil, transmission fluid, coolant, or power steering fluid leaks can indicate serious underlying problems that are costly to fix. Cars with salvage titles or extensive accident history. While some can be good deals if professionally repaired, it's a huge risk at this price point. Hidden structural damage or lingering electrical issues can be nightmares. Models with known head gasket issues. This is a very common and expensive repair, especially on older cars. Some Subaru models from the late 90s/early 2000s are known for this. American models to steer clear of late 1990s, early 2000s focus. When considering American-made vehicles from the late 1990s and early 2000s within a $2,000 budget, several models consistently appear on lists of those to avoid due to their documented mechanical issues and high ownership costs. Ford Explorer, e.g., 1998 to 2005, these models are frequently cited for a range of issues. Transmission failures. The Explorer is notorious for transmission problems, including rapid deceleration, shifting difficulties, blinking overdrive lights, and slipping gears, often necessitating higher RPMs for gear changes. Consumer Reports also identified transmission major and transmission minor issues, along with drive system problems, in older Explorer models. Problems with the 5-speed automatic transmission are particularly common. Engine issues. A significant flaw involves the defective plastic intake manifold, which can crack and lead to detrimental coolant leaks and overheating. Worn timing chain cassettes are known to cause rattling noises from the engine, and rough idling and stalling are also frequently reported. Body problems. These Explorers are infamous for cosmetic cracks that develop on the liftgate, specifically the panel below the rear window. This was a widespread issue in 2002 to 2005 models, with hundreds of complaints, e.g., 769 for 2004, 622 for 2002, 549 for 2003, and 267 for 2005 models. Paint peeling is another common complaint. Consumer Reports noted the V6 power plant in some Explorers to be crude and noisy, and the ride was often stiff with a lack of agility. Ford F-150, specific 5.4L Triton engine variants, 1998 to 2005. Engine issues. The 5.4L 3V Triton engine is particularly known for cam phaser issues and oil pump issues. Common problems include spark plug ejection from the cylinder head, 183 complaints for the 1998 F-150. Ignition coil failure due to excessive spark plug gap, and oil leaks from the passenger side head gasket. Exhaust manifold are also prone to cracking and leaking. The 4.6 LV8, found in some F-150s, also had problems with plastic intake manifold cracking, timing chain tensioners, and spark plugs seizing or breaking during removal. Rough idle and stalling are also reported. Electrical. A damaged alternator wire harness connector can cause a battery warning light. Problems with the powertrain control module, PCM, or engine control module, ECM, can lead to stalling, poor efficiency, hard starts, and erratic shifting. Ford Windstar/Freestar, 1998 to 2005. Engine/gasket. These minivans are often described as pieces of junk and are notorious for head gasket problems, particularly models manufactured before 2003. Vacuum leaks from the intake area, leading to a lean condition, are also frequently reported. Transmission. Transmission failures were common in older models. Chevrolet Blazer, e.g., 1998 to 2005. Engine/fuel. Common problems include fuel pump failure, affecting models from 1990 to 2005, with 2005 specifically noted, defective distributors, seen in the 2001 Blazer, and inaccurate fuel gauges. The 2000 Blazer received the most complaints for this. Cooling system issues, including leaking coolant and intake gasket failure, were prevalent in 2002 models. Internal faults within the distributor can lead to broader engine problems. Transmission failure, gear slippage, inability to reverse, and strange noises were hallmark issues for the 2000 Blazer's transmission. Electrical/brakes. ABS control module issues were common across several model years. 1994 to 1998, 2000 to 2002, 2004 to 2005. ABS front wheel speed sensor failure was noted in the 1999 Blazer. Electrical contacts in the ignition switch may fail, and door locks may cease functioning. Chevrolet Venture/Uplander, 1998 to 2005. Transmission pressure control solenoid failure, leading to erratic shifting, is a top complaint. Rubber transmission cooler lines are also prone to leaking fluid. Engine/cooling. Intake manifold gaskets may leak coolant or engine oil. A leaking water pump can cause coolant loss and overheating. Electrical. Power window switches frequently fail, and rear lights may not work due to rear light socket plate failure. Corrosion at ignition coil towers is also reported. The Uplander, produced 2005 to 2008, specifically suffered from reliability issues across numerous categories, including transmission minor, drive system, fuel system, electrical system, climate system, suspension, brakes, paint and trim, squeaks and rattles, body hardware, and power equipment. Chevrolet Monte Carlo, e.g., 1998 to 2005. Transmission pressure control, solenoid failure leading to erratic shifting is a major issue. Owners have reported the transmission slams into gear. Engine. Intake manifold gaskets may leak coolant or engine oil. Stalling due to mass airflow or crankshaft position sensor failure is common. The water pump may fail prematurely. Electrical/security. The ignition key can become stuck due to a failed shifter. The pass lock security system often causes the engine to start and then stall or prevent starting altogether. Electrical issues are a general concern for this model. Chrysler Town & Country/Dodge Grand Caravan, e.g., 1998 to 2005. Transmission. Shifting harshness and shuddering issue is a top complaint for the Town & Country, with 920 reports, along with general automatic transmission shifting problems. The Grand Caravan was plagued by similar issues. Electrical system. These minivans are notorious for electrical issues, including failure of the rear evaporator, power window motor/regulator failure, and problems with the key not starting the car or releasing from ignition. More severely, owners report sudden stalling while driving, defective totally integrated power modules, TIPM, and draining batteries. The 2005 Chrysler Town & Country alone had over 1,000 complaints and 7 recalls. Engine. Reports of excessive oil consumption are also noted. General reliability. Chrysler was generally considered the worst of the big three American automakers in terms of assembly quality during this era. Chrysler Sebring, e.g., 1998 to 2005. Transmission. Automatic transmission may have shifting problems is the most reported issue, 420 complaints. Software updates were even issued to address these transmission issues. Engine/gasket. Sensor failure inside the distributor can cause stalling or starting issues. The head gasket is prone to premature failure. Oil leaks at the cam sensor O-ring and failure in spark plug tube seals, leading to misfires and poor fuel economy, are also reported. Dodge Durango, e.g., 1998 to 2005. Engine. Common problems include breaking exhaust manifold bolts, 246 complaints. Water passing the cowl screen during heavy rain or car washes leading to engine problems, rough idle or stalling due to clogged EGR tubes, and cam sensor failure causing no starts or stalling. The 2004 Durango specifically had Hemi engine problems with loud knocking noises and reports of rods blew holes in the engine block after driving in rain or car washes. HVAC. Poor AC performance due to refrigerant leaks and a musty odor from the system are common. Electrical/locks. Failed door lock cylinder switches and automatic locks intermittently locking and unlocking are frequently reported. Other notable American models. General bad, cars often found cheap. Pontiac Aztek, 2001 to 2005. This model is consistently listed among the worst American cars due to its controversial styling and poor functionality. Chrysler PT Cruiser, introduced 2000, frequently appears on worst cars lists. Common mechanical complaints include multi-function turn signal switch failure and locked-up wireless control modules, WCM, causing cranking problems. Chevrolet HHR, also listed among worst American cars. Ford Pinto, historically infamous for its dangerous fuel system design, which led to fires and minor rear-end collisions. This made it downright dangerous. While older than the primary focus period, its safety record serves as a stark cautionary tale for any cheap car. Chevrolet Chevette, characterized by sluggish inline-four engines with as little as 53 horsepower, leading to poor mechanical performance. It is advised that a used Chevette should never be considered as an option for driving on a modern highway. Cadillac Cimarron, essentially a rebadged, more expensive Chevrolet Cavalier. It was perceived as a more expensive cheap car rather than a less expensive luxury car, significantly damaging Cadillac's reputation. Mercury Mystique, described as bland and boring and a basic commuter car. It was noted for extensive use of cheap plastics and cloth that were prone to delamination and discoloration, indicating poor build quality. Saturn SC2, part of GM's attempt at a low-end product line. The general sentiment is that almost every Saturn ever made is a car to be avoided at any cost due to overall low quality and undesirable features. Specific issues to watch out for and avoid if possible. Engine overheating. This is a major red flag. It can lead to cracked cylinder heads, warped blocks, and total engine failure. Slipping or hard-shifting transmission. A failing transmission is often a death sentence for a cheap car. Significant rust, especially on the frame, suspension mounting points, or brake lines. Rust can compromise structural integrity and lead to expensive repairs, or even make the car unsafe. Electrical system malfunctions. Power window issues, non-functional lights, or unstable dashboard lights can be frustrating and costly to diagnose and fix. Steering problems. Any difficulty turning the wheel, vibrations, or pulling to one side can indicate serious and dangerous issues with a power steering or suspension. Poorly maintained timing belt. If applicable, if a car with a timing belt rather than a timing chain hasn't had it replaced on schedule, a broken belt can destroy the engine. Tips for buying a used car under $2,000. Lower your expectations. You're buying basic transportation, not show car. Focus on mechanical soundness. Cosmetic issues are less important than the engine, transmission, brakes, and suspension. Get a pre-purchase inspection, Even a cheap car can benefit from a mechanic looking it over. It could save you from buying a lemon. Check maintenance records. If available, a history of regular oil changes and service is a good sign. Test, drive thoroughly. Listen for strange noises, feel for vibrations, and test all functions. Budget for repairs. No matter how good the $2,000 car seems, assume you'll need to put more money into it for immediate repairs or ongoing maintenance. In summary, the worst used car for $2,000 is one with major, expensive mechanical issues, engine, transmission, significant rust, critical electrical problems that will quickly exceed the car's purchase price and repair costs. Avoid any car that seems too good to be true at this price point, as it almost certainly has hidden problems. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the Automotive Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.